Hi guys, and welcome to the Arsenal versus Manchester City match. Today it's going to be an absolute W here at the Emirates Stadium. Well, I wish I was at the Emirates Stadium, but watching from home. I cannot wait for this match to go on because this is always a big one during the seasons, and it's one of a lot of ferocity and a lot of anger between both of the teams. So let's see how both Arsenal and Man City shape up for this fixture. Both important to them as well. Welcome guys, hope you're doing good. We're in the Interkit today. And yeah, this is going to be a big fixture for the top of the table, to be honest, because currently City, if we have a look at where they actually stand in 12th. They haven't played their match yet, but if they do manage to lose this one, they'll stay down at the bottom area of the table, which, is not really likely for them at the time, They usually are at the top near the start. They're usually in, that 1st to 7th place, range. Arsenal, on the other hand, is in 4th. They're only 1 point behind 2nd place, which is Tottenham, and 3rd, which is Bournemouth. They're both on 10. And then Liverpool, of course, first on the table with 15 points. So if Arsenal do win this, they'll be on 12 points, so 1 win behind, equalising with Liverpool's points. So yeah, this is an important win for both of these teams. Let's see who can get it. A draw here would be very unfavourable for either side. So yeah, a win is the one that they do need. So Arsenal are having a team talk here. It's going to be Saka and Rice talking it up with the team. And this is going to be one where I do think that the strikers are going to come into play. So I do think that Gyökeres and Erling Haaland are going to be, very critical, I think, in this fixture. And welcome, Alexa. Hope you're doing good. Welcome to the stream. And welcome everyone who's just joining us now. So yeah, this is going to be a battle of the strikers and a battle of the goalkeepers, Donnarumma and Raya. For the lineups for Arsenal, we have David Raya as the goalkeeper, Calafiori as the left back, Gabriel and Saliba as the centre backs, and Jurrien Timber as the right back. Declan Rice, Zubimendi, and Mourinho are in the midfield, and then we have Leandro Trossard, Gyökeres, and Madueke as the forwards. It looks like that Saka won't actually be playing. He will be on the bench this time round. For Manchester City, Donnarumma is going to be the goalkeeper. Kusanov is going to be a right back. Ruben Dias and Vardiol are the centre-backs, and O'Reilly is the left back. Rodri is the CDM. And by the way, ever since Rodri's been on the field for City, they've never lost to Arsenal. Again, I think it's more not really based on Rodri, but by the fact that they just are lucky that they've been so on form. But yeah, that's a stat that you can take into account regardless. Bernardo Silva is the right mid, Phil Foden and Reinders are the cams, and Doku is the left mid / left wing. Erling Haaland is the striker. So that is going to be kickoff already there, as we were just stating the lineups, and it's going to be already a fast break away for City. It is cleaned up nice and easily by Madueke and William Saliba, and it's now going to be back into the defense here for Arsenal. This is going to be Jurrien Timber giving a fast ball to Gyökeres, and it is cleaned up by Vardiol. O'Reilly now with it, and many people watching. Yes, fair enough. And get the King badge that is coming in the next update, aka getting all the badges to get it. Okay, fair enough. And welcome Owen to the stream. Hope you're doing good. And then, as I said before, welcome everyone else who isn't chatting. Hope you guys are all doing well. And this is going to be now with David Raya. Going to be passed over to Gabriel, and Gabriel back to Raya, just holding up the ball here in the box. And Raya is not really going to be doing much here. He's sort of just time wasting a little bit. There is no real pressure for either of these teams to press openly. Kind of like, some of the other fixtures in the Prem where it is important to, get as much pressure on as possible. This is going to be a fast break now for Arsenal. Quick one as well. Declan Rice wins it. Calafiori's over to his left, who gets the ball. That was actually a bad pass, and it's going to be cleaned up by Kusanov, as you said there, Alexa. Nice challenge, exactly. And this is going to be now sent all the way back to David Raya. Raya does pass over to Gabriel, and it's now going to be with Calafiori to Rice, now over to Zubimendi. And hi, Random Returnal, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing good. And it's now with Calafiori, Declan Rice, deep cross into the path of Noni Madueke, who gets a little bit of a shove there. It's going to be a ball for O'Reilly, who's going to take the throw in. That was a good challenge by him, actually. Madueke is looking sharp ever since he's joined Arsenal, by the way. Definitely is liking life in the club compared to what we saw of him at Chelsea. I feel like he was, a little bit underutilized at Chelsea. Here he's being played every game, just about. I mean, Saka's not on the best of, fitness currently, so it is smart to play Noni Madueke over him. But even if Saka does come back, maybe Madueke can start as a left winger, can start in the midfield, maybe instead of Mourinho, because I can see him playing a lot. It's now going to be Kusanov, and finally my game's actually updated to be matching the time of you guys, so that's great. So there we go, we got the same time up here. You're working on an important project named the MLM, Mesmerizer Lost Media Project. I did not know that. And am I going to football practice tomorrow? I am not going to football practice tomorrow. Nawaf, also welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. We have actually watching the Ballon d'Or ceremony tomorrow at, I think it's 9 p.m. GMT +3. So yeah, I'm absolutely hyped for that. Hopefully, someone can win it that I do think deserves it. And it's not just some random giveaway like they've done for the couple of other years here. So yeah, well, let's hope that the Ballon d'Or starts becoming, a little bit more proper again. Timber. Now over to Declan Rice. And Rice going to pass over to Mourinho. And Mourinho playing forward. Hi, Pancake Lover. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. This is now Zubamendi. You're drinking Turkish tea right now. It sounds absolutely tasty. I usually as well, I don't know if it's similar to Turkish tea, but where I live, there's Arabic coffee. Have it all the time. Now, I don't know how similar they are, but Arabic coffee is absolutely goated. You're saying Turkish tea is goated. Maybe I have to try that as well. I've never actually tried Turkish tea before. Love the alliteration they used in the name as well. It's going to be with Raya in the defense. Maybe you don't know. Yeah, maybe it is. I thought they might be slightly similar. And movie out now, finding the cheese. No. Okay, Raya now passing over to Saliba. And Saliba back to Raya. And Raya's going to just pass over to Declan Rice. Now this is going to be with Saliba. Now to Timber. Just losing the ball there. O'Reilly's going to find a pass. Just going wide. And that is going to be a throw-in for Arsenal. Timber's going to be liking that one up. Every Turkish food's goated. I can assume, lot of food. If you go to any cuisine, I feel like there's always a couple of dishes that are so amazingly good. And they just really stand out from the rest. That's why I love traveling and trying out different stuff. And hi, Ron. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. It's now Timber playing it forward. Good run by Gyökeres. This could be a chance for Arsenal. Sorry. Yeah, that was Gyökeres. I thought it was Trossard for a second there. But yeah, Gyökeres wearing the Thierry Henry number 14. If you ever see the number 14, either think of Henry or Gyökeres for Arsenal. But Arsenal have been doing good so far in counter-attacking, much better than Napoli have been doing, I feel like, when they versed Manchester City in the Champions League. So yeah, definitely a big step up in terms of opponent here for City to try and break through. Talking about traveling, you want to go to Greece? I would love to go to Greece as well. I've never been. It's one of the, few countries in Europe I haven't really been to. And funnily enough, it's actually one of my favorite countries based on, history, mythology stuff. I absolutely love Greek mythology. This is Timber. Finding a deep ball to Noni Madueke. He's going to run onto it, but it's going to be defended nicely by Vardiol. And cleared out. It's going to be now a throw-in for Arsenal. And it looks like Calafiori might take this one. Madueke's pace is very good. And sorry for talking like that. You just thought it would be funny. No, it's all good. It's all good. You don't have to apologize for anything, Ron. Yeah. And this is now going to be a deep ball by Raya. And collected nice and easily there by Trossard. He does a little bit of a skill. Holds up the ball. Rodri does almost foul him there. But the referee says play on, interestingly. And it's now going to be passed back from Vardiol to Gianluigi Donnarumma. And into the path of Ruben Dias to now back to Donnarumma. And Donnarumma just gives a little bit of a kick up over to O'Reilly. And the ball goes straight out. It's going to be a throw-in for Arsenal. And here we go. Throw taken. Urian Timber passing back to Saliba. Now to Gabriel. And Gabriel is going to try and push forward here over to Trossard. Trossard's such good skill, by the way. I never knew to the full capacity on how good Trossard's skill moves were, but I mean, they're just something else. They actually are. They are something else, and it really is just amazing to see how he plays. It's going to be a quick breakaway here for Reinders. Haaland's on his right, Doku's on his left. He passes to Haaland. Haaland to 1v1 versus Raya. It's a goal for City. Haaland scores. And the Arsenal crowd are absolutely booing him. What's his celebration going to be? He doesn't do any. He doesn't do a celebration. He doesn't celebrate. He knows that if he celebrates too early, he's going to have people bagging him there. But yeah, goal for City, and it's going to be Erling Haaland who gets it. Okay, goal, and it's the 8th minute that he scores in. Assist by Reinders. Reinders. I think that's how you spell Reinders' name, right? Reinders, yeah. What a goal, though, by Haaland. What a run by Reinders, too. Finds the perfect pass. Haaland stays on side. Nice, easy finish. Bottom left corner. Raya couldn't do anything about it there. And, yeah, I mean, fair enough to Haaland. He doesn't want to celebrate because he was absolutely trashed on when he scored first. And then the end score was 5-1, of course, if you guys can remember last time out at the Etihad, I think it was, instead of the Emirates. Yeah, absolutely got demolished there, City, last time. So he doesn't want to score first. He wants to ensure the win is done. But yeah, Haaland, goal, 5th goal in his 7 appearances for the Premier League. And I think Arteta is going to start needing to really play a little bit more defensively in this game because I feel like he's been kind of weak on the defense in the first 10 minutes here. I mean, it's too early to really tell. Again, as I say, usually in a game, early goals are hard to really decipher what's went wrong. But I think it's just the fact that they were playing so attacking. For some reason, Arsenal at the start, they're not really like them to play that attacking where everyone's pushing upfield. That I think maybe they're a bit too overconfident on City, and it sort of tripped them up a little bit in a sense where they've conceded a fast break goal, which is the type of goals that they're really trying to go for here. Gyökeres pressuring Donnarumma, and that's going to be just a pass out over to Kusanov, sending the ball deep, and that's going to be now a throw-in for City. And Pep is not looking too happy just yet because it's not, 1-0 isn't the best of scores against Arsenal. And the other way around would apply as well. 1-0 against City wouldn't be the best of scores to secure. So yeah, both teams here, really, if they want a secured win, they're either going to have to get a 2-goal advantage or they're going to have to just play out, park the bus, very good defense, and not make mistakes. Turkish tea and Turkish coffee are goated. I mean, I would assume so as well. If Turkish tea's goated, then Turkish coffee must be goated as well. Pancake lover. I need to try it. So now going to be a deep throw by Kusanov. Just intercepted by Calafiori. Passed over to Reinders. Maybe you can get another assist here, Reinders. He just gives it away to Mourinho. And it's now going to be out with Madueke. Terrible touch, sorry. It was Timber that I forgot to mention, not Madueke. Yeah, bad touch there by Urian Timber. It's going to be a quick throw by O'Reilly. Dud to Doku. Still holding it up here, waiting for players to get in position. And this is going to be now Doku just releasing the ball to Madueke. Madueke just going to play that deep, trying to get rid of it out of the defense. Gyökeres header, and it's going to be cleaned up nice and easily there by Vardiol. A little bit of pressure from Phil Foden. Zubamendi wins the ball back. A lot of different switch-ups here where the ball keeps switching between the opponents over and over again. It's now going to be with Doku here. Rodri. Foden. You should probably change your name to Turkish Tea Lover. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Turkish Tea Lover. Have a pixel art image of Ralsei drinking Turkish tea. Rodri. From Chapter 4, Rodri's going to send a pass back to Ruben Dias. And it's a deep ball over to Kusanov, who has been growing into Premier League life. I have to say, he's definitely made a huge improvement since when he was first bought for City. Of course, that was probably one of the worst debuts I've seen in my entire life. His debut for City. But yeah, he is definitely starting to have a little bit more of an improvement here. His passing play, his defending is on point. It's very good. It's going to be now Rodri over to Foden. And Rodri's going to hold up the ball. Owen is cooking with the plot. I know, Owen absolutely cooks with the plots for the movies. Fair enough. This is now O'Reilly, Foden, Rodri. Now to Kusanov, passing a through ball there to from him to, I think that was Bernardo Silva dropping back. Fair enough. I did not see Bernardo Silva there. Rodri. Now with Bernardo Silva. Now this is going to be O'Reilly, who's playing almost like a midfield role. Vardiol, Doku, and tapped out. The ball is tapped out due to an injury of, I think that is Kusanov on the ground there. He might have just got fouled by Gabriel. It looks like Kusanov just completely dives. I do think it is so. He's just dove on the floor here. And hi, Mugisha. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. And Gunners never give up from Uganda. I mean, yeah, the Gunners never give up, do they? And, you know, watching a lot of Arsenal games, watching a lot of City games, I have to say, coming into this game, I'm surprised, actually, that City have actually scored first. I would have expected, really, Arsenal to be a lot more dominant. But, you know, it's early minutes here. So there's definitely some time for Arsenal to get back into this game. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do score in, you know, by the 20th minute to make it 1-1. That's hence why, you know, Haaland did not celebrate, because he wants to be sure that before he scores another goal that he's going to secure a win here. Because if you guys remember, again, Etihad last year, he celebrated too early there, Haaland. Kusanov getting some treatment on the field. Looks like his injury on his right foot there in the top half of it. Ruben Dias just checking up on him. I don't think he's going to be subbed off. I think he should be fine to continue playing. And yeah, Kusanov is going to be walking back onto the field here, just taking a stretch. John Stones is on the bench. Of course, he would be a, you know, decent replacement for Kusanov. There's also the likes of, if we have a look at City's bench here, Mateus Nunes. They have Stones, Ake, Rico Lewis. I mean, there's so many options for City on the bench nowadays that they can really put on anyone. Same with Arsenal, really, now. They've got, for example, you know, Ben White on the bench. They've got Mosquera, Lewis Skelly, Norgard, Eze, Saka, Nwaneri, Martinelli. You know, then they have also usually Hincapie, Odegaard, Havertz, Gabriel Jesus, but they're all currently injured at the moment. But yeah, usually they've got a large bench, Arsenal, and City do as well now. Not to even mention some of City's players like Cherki, who's injured, Marmoush, who is injured, Ait Nouri, who's injured, and Kovacic as well. All of them are very, you know, quality as well, but they are unfortunately injured too. We would love to see a couple of games of Cherki inside of the Emirates here, but unfortunately we're going to have to wait until the reverse fixture before we can maybe see Cherki facing up against Arsenal, because I feel like Cherki's just really a very, very good player. I feel like his positioning's great, his passing's great, his mobility's great. So I would have loved to see how he, you know, links up, especially with Reinders. He would probably start over Foden, I would assume, unless Foden starts getting back into a lot of form. So yeah, O'Reilly kicks the ball out. It's going to be a corner here for Arsenal, one of their specialities. They haven't scored one in a while, though. I will say that. They haven't scored a corner in quite a fair bit. So scoring a corner now might be getting some sort of form back into the corner goals. And goals from the corner, most since the start of last season. Arsenal has actually scored 18 in 1 and a bit seasons now. Next was Chelsea with 12. So fair enough. So that's 6 more than the next opponent on the list there. Here we go. Madueke is going to cross this corner in. So it's a back post run. They'll run into the front post here, and it is going to be cleared easily by O'Reilly. It's now with Madueke. Madueke trying to find a pass, and it's going to be a corner again, but the referee does allow a play on there. Interestingly, that should have been really a corner. I think the ball went completely out then. Interesting take there by the referee. It's going to be Madueke taking a throw-in. Gives it to Timber. Timber throws it back to Saliba. Saliba now to Zubamendi. And Saliba, deep ball. Run by Mourinho, and it's going to be caught by Gianluigi Donnarumma, who doesn't actually catch it. He just controls it. There's some pressure from Gyökeres as well before Donnarumma time wastes and picks it up. Good steal City have got here with Gianluigi Donnarumma. And, you know, he's settled into the team extremely well. It's like he's been playing there half his career with how he plays. So, yeah, definitely they did get a big upgrade, I would say, over a shot stopper, because I feel like Ederson was very good at distribution, one of the best, you know, at distribution, goalkeeper positioning. But other than that, shot-stopping wise, I think Donnarumma is an upgrade, and that's what City really needed over a distributor, is a shot stopper, because most of City's players, should I say, know how to distribute the ball efficiently. And yeah, I do think that it's definitely a good thing that they've got more of a shot-stopping goalkeeper. And Timber marks up Doku pretty easily there. It's going to be now Saliba passing it over to Mourinho. Mourinho does a little bit of a cut. Starts to play in. There's a little bit of a foul there. The referee plays on. Haaland and Doku shoving Mourinho to the floor. Reinders takes the shot. Raya catch. Nice and simple there. Haaland tries to shove Raya onto the ground there, and he is fouled. And Raya's going to play a free kick here very quickly. It's now Timber over to Madueke. I know Haaland gets absolutely aggroed by half the Arsenal players. I know that's a fact. You can even see how he plays. Plays very aggressive against them. Like, it's not his usual gameplay style, is it? It's very aggressive. Very, like he's trying to injure them on purpose. And hi, Zeta. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. This is Doku. Now backed by Rodri over the way to Ruben Dias. And Ruben's just going to hold up the ball here. Maybe pass in to Rodri, who's open. No, he just sends this long, and it's going to be an easy catch by David Raya there. A very big waste by Ruben Dias. I don't know what he was doing there. It's now Saliba. Zubamendi. And now it's Declan Rice over to Calafiori. And that is going to be taken up by Trossard. Trossard back to Rice. And Zubamendi is open. He does receive it. It's now back to Gabriel. And Gabriel's just going to hold up the ball. Pass back to Saliba. Arsenal just looks so slow. Yeah, definitely. They very look slow out of transition. Their fast breaks are okay. Like here is another one, for example. But again, Trossard just beaten by Kusanov on pace there. I think it's just about Arsenal need to play a little bit more aggressively. City are playing aggressive, like this game means a lot to them. And Arsenal currently are playing, you know, like it's another opponent. In reality, I feel like this is a big game for Arsenal. It's one of the bigger games. I'll put this up here as a fixture that could really go into the same meaning as maybe a London derby, because I feel like that City, most of the City players absolutely hate the Arsenal players. And with a passion. For example, as I said before, Haaland. They should be showing the similar passion there. Like, Haaland scoring against Arsenal, absolutely, he looked like he pleased his mind there. So, yeah, they need to start showing some passion here at Arsenal and start pressing, start actually fighting for the ball. And Mikel Arteta was unbeaten in the last 5 meetings against Manchester City, which is interesting. So, yeah, Arteta does always have a plan against City. As we can see by that stat, it's just about now trying to redeem himself after the early goal concession. Should you donate 3,000 Turkish liras? I mean, it's up to you, Pancake Lover. It's completely up to you if you want to. I have no idea what that is like in my currency at all. What the heck was that? Oh, Mane. My guy Mane was falling over there. That's going to be a foul by Mourinho. And O'Reilly is the one that caused it. It's now going to be Timber to Saliba. And Ray is going to be taking this free kick here. That holy right in there from Owen. Dr. Shopkeeper. Hello there. What would you like, Sherry? I would like a bandage, Dr. Shopkeeper. That would be $10. Sherry gives $10. Absolute cinema. 61 euros. Jeez. Okay, wow. Did not Okay. I mean, that is totally up to you if you want to do that. That is an insane amount. Wow. Saliba to Raya. Now over to Declan Rice. Also, by the way, guys, don't know if you saw, there is a new Undertale stream coming on, what day is it? I think it's Tuesday. It's going to be me playing Undertale until I can beat Undyne no-hit. So yeah, that is a big stream coming up. So I can't wait to do that one. Undyne no-hit. $72. Fair enough. Absolutely insane amount. I mean, I wouldn't know what to say. I would actually not know what to say if you did that. But yeah, it's totally up to you. Sherry, here's bandage. Alexa, thank you very much. Sherry, no problem. CDF, let's look for the gold. You need again to like, what's it called? Where do you learn how to write a script? It's not an English class. It's like in college, like go into an acting class or something, script writing. I don't know. You need to go there, Owen, because that script is absolutely goated. We love Deltarune. Yeah, I'm going to do some Deltarune unbeaten bosses as well. I think I'll try the Turtle G again. I forgot his name because I'm so stupid. Undyne's mentor. This is going to be cleared away by Mourinho. Foden pressuring up. Calafiori does get the tackle there on Phil Foden, and Trossard just gives it away. What the heck is Trossard doing? Disgraceful. Declan Rice holding up the ball. Passing back to Saliba. Yeah, it's all good. Pancake Lover, you don't, again, as I always say, you don't have to donate. It's only if you like the content. You want to support the channel and help me try and do this, you know, as a full-time thing in the future. Calafiori. And Calafiori playing over to Gyökeres. Good touch there by Trossard. Trossard just gives the ball to Calafiori. Deep cross, and that goes to absolutely no one. What a waste of time there from Calafiori. Absolute waste of a cross. Deflect. Okay, fair enough. It was actually a corner. Wow. I'm stupid. Gerson the goat. Yeah, exactly. Gerson the goat. That's who it was, yeah. That turtle guy. Gerson. So, that was actually a deflection there from Calafiori. I thought it was like the worst cross of all time. But yeah, he managed to get that deflection in. Declan Rice is going to take the corner. Sorry, Calafiori. I do highly apologize. That's the love heart there for you. But here we go. See what Declan can do. City fans booing him. I mean, you know, we'll see what happens here. Cross deep and is saved by Donnarumma. He just stands and tackles it away. Gyökeres is going to clean this one up. He's got Doku marking him, and it goes out. It's going to be a corner for City, for Arsenal. Corner to defend for City. Good punch by Donnarumma. Jeez. Definitely a much-needed upgrade there in the goalkeeping slot. How big is he as well? He is actually an absolute unit, Donnarumma. He is so big. That's why it's going to be a challenge here for Arsenal, really, to find a set piece into the box that can challenge him. It's going to be now Madueke taking. Here we go. Corner coming in from the right. There is a header. It's cleared away there by Rodri. And it's now going to be Phil Foden just sending that to space. He really sent that one really high. No one actually touches the ball. It's still in play. Mourinho passing over by Trossard to Madueke. Keeps it in. Trossard now. Good skill by Madueke. Jeez, he is doing absolute numbers on these City players to get through. Cross into the box. No one's there. Someone should have been there for that cross. Madueke did all the work. No one was there. You're watching on Arsenal TV and you're 50 seconds behind. I think it's because Sky Sports are the official broadcasters for the match, not Arsenal TV. So, unfortunately, that's probably why CDF. And it's going to be a throw-in now for Arsenal. Looks like Rice is going to throw this into the box. Yeah, he's going to do a long throw here, Declan. I've never seen him do a long throw, so we'll see what happens. Here we go. Long throw by Declan. Does not even breach the first line of players. Yeah, that was terrible. Never make Rice do a long throw again, please. It's going to be a deep cross by Raya. Now into the path of Timber, and that is cleared out by Timber. It's going to be a throw-in now for City. Don't know why he touched that. O'Reilly's going to take the throw. Arteta looks kind of concerned. They do need a goal here, Arsenal. Very soon. Madueke wins the ball back. Doku then wins it immediately back off Timber, which is the pass from Madueke led to. And it goes out by Mourinho. It's going to be a throw-in now again for City. And O'Reilly takes. It goes straight out. The throw didn't even stay in the field. What a terrible throw there. That is so sloppy from O'Reilly. Just throws it straight out of the field. I don't even know how he managed to do that. Rice over to Madueke. Good touch. And it goes out. It's going to be a throw-in now for City. Again, another throw-in. The players here seem to not be able to keep the ball inside of the playground area. Just keep sending it out and out. Saka is already warming up, which means he probably would come on in the second half here. I do expect Saka and Eze to come on. Both of them absolutely amazing wingers. O'Reilly now with the ball. Cleared out again by Mourinho. Another throw-in for City. 6 throw-ins in a row. O'Reilly's going to take. And he's taking his time there. O'Reilly throws it. Trying to find Haaland and is defended by Yuri and Timber. Another throw-in. Throw-in after throw-in after throw-in. Smash like for throw-ins. There's already been about 10 of them. So now O'Reilly. Where is he going to throw? Is he going to throw it straight out again? Let's see. And he just throws it to no one. It's going to now be with a free kick for Arsenal. Fouled by Haaland on Timber. And welcome back, Alexa. Hope you're doing good. So Timber's going to take the throw. Just pass, sorry. It's now going to be Saliba. So many throw-ins now that I think everything's a throw-in. Saliba. Now to Gabriel. Gabriel's just going to hold up the ball. Passing back to William Saliba. And William Saliba is going to just play it to Rice. Saliba. Zubimendi is kind of open. I don't know why he's taking his time there. Saliba. They do need to get the ball moving here, Arsenal. Because, again, a win is a very important priority for them. Because if they don't win this, they are going to be dropping points further behind Liverpool. You know, a win's not as... I would argue that both teams need the win a lot, as I said at the start. But, you know, I feel like Arsenal do need this more if they're challenging for the title this season. City need the win just to boost themselves out of that, you know, low table position, which is very unlike them in the, you know, the last few years of form. So, yeah, they definitely do need something here, City. 3 points would be that, not 1 point either. And again, same with Arsenal, 3 points needed, not 1. And Rice gives a deep ball there to the run of Calafiori. Good touch, but Foden does clear that one out. It's going to be a throw-in for Arsenal. Foden complaining that it's not a City throw. It should have been, but yeah, Foden, it definitely bounced off your foot there. And this is going to be a new ball that Calafiori is going to just pick up. He just dried it because he's going to throw this deep into the box. Calafiori can throw deep now. I do know that. Let's just see if he can, you know, actually produce here. He does throw it deep into the box. There's a push. Call for penalty, but it's going to be played on. Declan Rice now with it. Gives a chip over. Headed by Madueke off target. How unlucky there. And that's going to be a goal kick for City. Madueke unlucky, but he is producing the most in this game so far. I will say that. See the possible foul on Mourinho or Gabriel. One of them got fouled. And it looks like Gabriel's boot actually fully came off there by Haaland. Haaland, and it was Ruben Diaz actually, but Haaland was also there pushing him over. Ruben Diaz and Haaland, man, what a angry duo at Gabriel. Especially Haaland, that guy had beefs with Gabriel. Absolutely hate each other, these two guys. Donnarumma. And, hi Kelvin, welcome to the stream. You're in my walls. That's not even a wall. I thought that was a wall for a second. I was going to pat you up, but I guess not. W's Kelvin, spy on me. You know, you can watch the game from inside my room. So now going to be Rice, and he gives it away. Ruben Dias clears, and it's going to be a throw-in now for Calafiori and Arsenal. Quick throw. Zubimendi takes. Hits it over, and it should be a good defense there by Ruben Dias. And it's going to be kept in by Bernardo Silva. Cleared down the field by Kusanov. And one back by Gabriel. Declan Rice. Now back to Gabriel. And look at your last comment. Owen's still talking to himself. Yeah, fair enough. I know he's writing the movie script up, Owen. You know, schizophrenia is going crazy. It's now going to be Zubamendi now passing over to Calafiori. Deep cross into Timber. And Timber to Madueke. And Madueke all the way back to Mourinho. I think Mourinho might score this game. I don't know. I just have a feeling that he's always into that scoring form. Gabriel, Rice, Zubamendi. You're my chair. That's kind of weird. Okay. Okay. Everyone just being an object in my room now. Great. Zubamendi now to Saliba. Now to Gabriel. Now to Rice. Rice to Mourinho. Now back to Gabriel. Calafiori. Trossard. Trossard, Megs, Bernardo Silva. Now back to Rice. Mourinho again. Taking his time there, Mourinho. Back to Rice again. Hey, they actually have a full-on emoji. That actually looks like my chair. It looks like maybe an aeroplane seat or a chair. I think it's like a plane seat. Now, Calafiori. Back to Rice again. Now over to Saliba. Leaving the ball. Timber cleans up the mess that Saliba made. And it's now going to be to Rice again. Rice. Zubamendi. Calafiori. Gabriel. Now back to Saliba again. Just a lot of defensive passes here from Arsenal. They need to start breaking the line, though, if they want to get a goal before halftime. Otherwise, City just keep defending as they are because they are doing some good defense here. Especially Donnarumma. The amount of saves this guy's been doing is phenomenal. Just the quality of them, too, is really good. Ray up. There is a foul, I think, on Gabriel. And Bernardo Silva gets a yellow card. Gabriel is fouled. Why did Bernardo Silva go for the homeless look this season, by the way? Yeah, it's definitely a foul. He goes to the first foul. He knocks Gabriel over. And then the second, that is an insanely dirty foul by Bernardo Silva. Gabriel didn't even have the ball anymore. Committed to a slide tackle challenge. And it's just a complete disgusting foul there. Also, guys, Sunderland drew with Aston Villa. Aston Villa scored their first goal of the season in this game against Sunderland. It was at the 67th minute. Matty Cash scored their first ever goal. Sunderland then equalised later on to make it 1-1 as the full-time score. David Raya is going to take the free kick here and sends it deep. And hi, Zeta. What is your view on the new Nintendo patent? I do not know what it is, so you can explain it to me and then I'll give my opinion then. Not really up in the Nintendo news, to be honest. I kind of just, follow Xbox stuff. I got the Nintendo, but I don't really, I just play stuff on it. O'Reilly. Now back to Rodri. And O'Reilly sends it to absolutely no one. Gabriel is now going to hold it up. Rice having Bernardo Silva mark him tightly. Rice still with it. It's going to pass it back to Saliba. Timber. Nintendo can sue any games that use summoning. Oh, like as in summoning like Pokemon. That is, yeah. Don't agree with that. It wasn't it because there's something with the, originally there was that similar Pokemon game on Steam or whatever it's called, like Power World. And then there was also some other similar things to it. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. Nintendo very, they're sort of like EA, I feel like. Very dishonest company where they're very greedy, I think. I mean, I like their games, but it's just not great from them. This is Rodri in the box trying to clear the ball. Given to Kusanov. Now out to Reinders. He's going to pass it back to Kusanov, who sends the ball away from the City defense. It's now going to be with Doku winning the ball back in the attack. It's a 3v3. Doku. Can he get past Saliba? Let's see if Saliba can mark him. Doku gets past him, and he's now getting about 4 guys marking on him. Doku passing it over. There's a shot by Rodri. Such an insanely bad one as well. The only person I hate on both of these teams. Rodri, absolute nuisance of a person. terrible, I hate him, but everyone else is very likable, so, you know, I'll never get over my hatred for Rodri. Sorry, anyone that likes Rodri, by the way. And like Clash Royale, solo leveling, Cookie Kingdom, Clash of Clans all use this system of summoning, but it doesn't even really make sense. That's stupid, because, like, for example, Clash Royale is not even a similar type of game to any Nintendo game in any sense, really. That's very stupid. That should be a counter. That should be disapproved. Donnarumma sends the ball deep. And Haaland has a little bit of a challenge on him by Gabriel. It's going to be a free kick here for City. Gabriel looks happy he did commit that challenge there. I mean, looked like it wasn't going for the ball at all. And now we have to wait. Yeah. And good night, Zeta. Have a nice rest of your evening. Saka and Eze now sitting on the recliners. I like how the Arsenal stadium chairs are the same as this. Exact same chairs, by the way. Literally gaming chairs that they have there. And do I know that Steal a Brain Rot had to release Tung Tung Sahur? No, I do not. I barely play that Steal a Brain Rot, by the way. I only played it once on the streams. It's not really a game for me. I'll say that. It's not really, you know, my style of game, but, you know, I'm glad some of you guys enjoy it. Saliba. So I don't really follow up on the brain rot stuff personally. David Raya. There's a copyright issues in the name. I mean, fair enough. Didn't the AI make it, though? So how is it copyright if an AI made it? This is now Declan Rice pushing upfield. And Madueke is open on his right. He does receive it there, Madueke. Madueke now into Mourinho. Mourinho might take a shot. He passes over to Calafiori instead with the dud. And Calafiori getting ready for the overlap. Passing it in. Deep cross going into the box. Gyökeres finding the header. It's controlled by Madueke in. And the shot goes wild. Just over. Looks like it's going to be a Arsenal corner. Let's have a look at that play again. Good overlap by Zubamendi from Calafiori. Good send in. Gyökeres goes for the header. Madueke controls. And yeah, Doku does get the deflection there. So it's going to be a corner for Arsenal. Mikel Arteta can't believe that one didn't go in. Yonobu's, yes, it was made by AI. Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be a back post corner tactic here. Arsenal have had 4 corners in this game so far. They are playing for the set piece here. Kinda. I mean, it's not really intentional, but they are going to be happy with that. Target men, probably any Arsenal player could get a target here. And there is a header, but Calafiori does get it denied by Donnarumma, and Saliba then sends it out. It's going to be a goal kick here for City, and Donnarumma will take that. Very, very good gameplay so far from both teams, I've got to say. Very even. Regardless of the 1-0 score, it is a very even game. There's not really been much where I can say Man City's been dominating, or Arsenal's been dominating, or one side's been weak. Both sides have been brilliant so far. Just the counter goal, which City got, puts them a little bit ahead here currently. Like, even if we take a look at stat-wise, let's take a look at the stats. Arsenal, 68% ball possession, but City have 1 more shot than Arsenal. So far as well, Arsenal have 0 shots on target. They've got 2 shots in total. City have 3, but City have 2 shots on target. Arsenal, 0. Both teams have had 1 big chance as well. Arsenal, 229 passes, 88% accuracy. City, 97 passes only. Now, that is unlike City at all. That is completely different from what they usually play like. So, yeah, looks like Arteta is out-pepping Pep, which is interesting. Don't know how he's managing to do that, but I guess, you know, Phase 10 Haram ball from Arteta is working out pretty fine for him. Timber crossing it in, and no one touches it. And this is now going to be out with Trossard. By the way, I'm joking. No hate on Arteta. As Calafiori, now to Declan Rice. Trossard sends it in, and it is a clear away by Ruben Dias. Donnarumma also did dive for it. Still in the box. Gyökeres is trying to go for it. He's being pushed a lot. And cleared away by Bernardo Silva. Saliba sends it in again. Kusanov clears. It's going to be a run on the ball there for Gabriel. And it's now back with an offside kick for City. Now I think it's an offside kick here. Maybe Ocarez or Calafiori was offside. Let's take a look at the replay here again. So good cross by Timber initially. Yeah, just intercepted by Kusanov. The ball was, not spinning favorably for Arsenal. They could have really got another corner there if it had have kept spinning towards the corner. But yeah, it had a backspin, so it went back that way. So yeah, good clearance by Kusanov away from the goal there. Donnarumma takes the offside kick, and it's now going to be out in the attack half for City. Haaland, Rodri, header gameplay here from both teams. Declan Rice wins it back. It's now going to be a quick, fast break for Arsenal. It's now over with Madueke. He's basically one-on-one here. There's one other player. It's now going to be a 3v4, and it's going to be now a win back from O'Reilly. Just cleared away. Timber. Madueke. Skills O'Reilly. Sends it in. There's a header, and Donnarumma saves it. What an amazing clearance. Calafiori on the volley, and it is going to be a goal kick here. What an attempt there by Madueke. First of all, again, the main man in this game so far, Madueke. He's absolutely doing some numbers here on City. Good initial play. He tries to skill pass. It's a nice tackle by O'Reilly. Timber wins it back from Mourinho. Then, yeah, Madueke sends a little dud. Crosses it in. Donnarumma, amazing Superman save. Then Calafiori does the volley shot there. Just over the bar. The owner of Tung Tung Sahur also owns other brain rots, so Stealer Brain Rot might get banned. I mean, that would be sad. I'm sure for anyone who played that. Yeah, that would be sad. This is now going to be Gabriel. Saliba. Timber. And Timber is going to try and just play back because Arsenal are playing in possession here. They aren't really playing for attacking just yet. I do feel this is much slower gameplay compared to the last City-Arsenal clash. Of course, that 5-1 victory for Arsenal. That was very fast gameplay from both teams. Not even just Arsenal, it was from both teams. Good back heel by Madueke. Jeez, he is actually going crazy. Timber. Now it's going to be Mourinho passing into Madueke, holding it in the box. Might go for the shot himself. He does, and it's deflected out for a corner. Madueke so far player of the match or Donnarumma. Hands down. That's my player of the match votes already. Madueke or Donnarumma, player of the match. I mean, look at this gameplay from Madueke. Skills past three guys, takes the shot. Donnarumma is forced to make the save, and then it's a clearance immediately by Vardiol. And yeah, it's going to be a corner for Arsenal. Every corner is a closer chance of them scoring. Madueke. Ready to take the corner here. And sent in deep. There's sort of a header cleared away. I think it was by Haaland there to clear that one. Madueke gets it back, though, from Zubamendi. He's now going to play it on the right wing here. Back to Zubamendi. Cross coming in very deep, in-swinging cross. And it's going to be Gabriel trying to keep the ball in. He does manage to keep it in there, Gabriel. And it's back with Declan Rice after a pass back from, I think that was Trossard. Zubamendi now over to Madueke. Madueke, again, that was bad. That was the first bad gameplay I've seen of him. That he just gives it away to Doku there. Don't know what he's doing. He is going for the press. He wins it back, but he just kicks it out. It's going to be a goal kick. That was the first time where really he did do a mistake, but otherwise, every other time he has been so good on the right wing. He is getting past O'Reilly easily. O'Reilly's being sent to the store. Only about 2 minutes of additional time left on this first half. Donnarumma is going to take a goal kick. At least Steal a Brain Rot is not your favorite game. Yeah, at least that. I'm sure that whoever's favorite game it would be pretty sad that that's going to maybe get banned. But yeah, at least it's not mine either. So, Guzanov. Back to Ruben Dias. And pass over now to Bernardo Silva, and is intercepted nice and easily by Trossard, but it looks like Trossard might have actually injured himself in that interception there. Arsenal putting on a lot of pressure, exactly. And now, Bernardo Silva's also gone on the floor there. Trossard is just being told by the referee, I think Trossard might have actually injured Bernardo Silva by kicking the ball in his groin. Let's have a look at the replay, see what happened. Let's see what happened here. I think Trossard might get a yellow. And no problem, Alexa. See you in a bit. Yeah, this might be a yellow for Trossard and Bernardo Silva. I think they might both get one here. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, it would be on Bernardo Silva's fault here, I would say, initially. Just by the fact that Trossard's injured and then he goes and throws the ball in Trossard's face while he's on the floor. But then, of course, Trossard shouldn't really retaliate. Again, that's the no retaliation there. Haaland's now getting involved with Gabriel. Gabriel's talking a little bit too much here. He should really be careful with himself. He might get a card pretty soon. Let's have a look here. What happened exactly? So Bernardo Silva has the ball. The ball hits Trossard in the groin. He's standing on the floor. Bernardo Silva throws it at Trossard's head. So then Trossard throws it at Bernardo Silva's groin. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, there was no need for Bernardo Silva to do that. That was definitely all on him. Don't know what he was doing there. He's been a bit of a stupid NPC. Bernardo can't be doing that in the Portugal national team. If you want to win the World Cup, you need to be a little bit more sane and not throwing the ball at someone who's actually injured. It's going to be a throw by Kusanov. No cards came out there in the end. Haaland wins it. And it's one back then by Saliba. Sent deep. Mourinho, good touch. Mourinho goes for it. There's a run by Gyökeres and Madueke. This is going to be a fast breakaway. Madueke trying to get past O'Reilly. Good mark from O'Reilly. Steals it back. Unfortunate Madueke could not win that challenge there. That would have been very close to a goal for Arsenal if they had have won that one. Saliba marking Haaland. Haaland getting a lot of pressure by William Saliba, and Saliba does mark both Doku and Haaland. That is where you can see Saliba's defensive quality right there. That is what you call full defense quality. There's about 1 minute left of additional time here, I'd say, just because of the fact that there was the situation between Bernardo and Leandro. So it's going to be played on. O'Reilly just throws the ball out again because he's so bad at throw-ins. Timber. I don't know why Pep's made O'Reilly the throw-in taker here. He's just insanely bad at them. Mourinho. Ball given away there. It's now going to be Bernardo Silva giving a chip over to Doku. Doku being marked tight by Timber. Tries to get past. Doku cleaned up by Madueke. It's going to be a corner here for City. And halftime called. No corner for City. Halftime is called before that. So if you take a look here at the stats of the halftime, we can see 68% possession for Arsenal, 32% for City. For Arsenal, in terms of stats, 0.35 expected goals, 4 shots, 1 on target, 1 big chance missed, 263 accurate passes with an 89% accuracy, 1 foul and 5 corners. For City, 0.55 expected goals. We have 3 shots, 2 on target, 1 big chance, 0 big chances missed, 110 accurate passes with a 74% accuracy, 4 fouls and 0 corners. So that is the halftime for Arsenal versus Manchester City at the Emirates Stadium. Hopefully we have an interesting second half. I'm going to have a halftime break now, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. BRB, make sure to ask me some questions. And hi, Anthony, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Came right at the halftime break. But yeah, make sure to ask me questions, guys. Smash like, and I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. Yeah, so far, amazing game, though. Gotta say, very impressive. Both teams performing insanely well. And, of course, a lot of drama in these ones, of course. See you guys in just a little bit. Welcome back, guys, to the second half of this fixture, Arsenal versus City. And there is going to be two substitutions that are occurring for the half-time, which is kind of unusual, but it was expected here. Welcome back, guys. The substitutions are going to be Bukayo Saka coming on and Eze coming on, and it looks like they will be replacing possibly Trossard and, if I had to assume, Madueke. Yes, I do think that is the case here. So yeah, Trossard, Madueke are going to be the replacees, it looks like. I could be wrong. We'll have to wait and see. It looks like Trossard's actually still playing, so I don't know who else just left the field there. But yeah, someone else has actually left the field. I don't know who it is, but definitely Madueke's off now. Eze might be coming on for Mourinho. Yes, Mourinho is coming off here, so Eze will be replacing him. So Saka and Eze now will be playing on the field. Trossard's probably going to be playing as a cam. CM will be Zubimendi on the right side. Rice will be on the left. And then, yeah, Saka on the right wing and Eze on the left wing. That's what probably makes the most sense. So here we go. The second half will be starting in about approximately 1 minute or less. The City players still are yet to come out here. Arsenal players already in formation and ready. They did come out of the dressing room very early, surprisingly. City taking their time coming out here. Rodri just having a little chat with Phil, and Doku is also there in amongst the mixed. Donnarumma and Haaland just talking it up as well. The officials coming out too from the tunnel. So yeah, interesting that Arsenal did come out there very, early from the half-time. It does look like that they might have got a little bit scolded from Arteta because he did not look happy, none to say the least. So, yeah, it does look like that they might have been playing a little bit bad, based on his opinion. I think that they played very, slow balls down the back. I think they were taking too much time to transition. Their breakaways were good, but their transition time was too long. There is going to be a substitution here for City as well. It's going to be Matheus Nunes coming on, it looks like, and he will be replacing Kusanov. So Kusanov is being subbed off, and Matheus Nunes is coming on in the right back slot. So yeah, we'll see how this now affects the game. So kickoff will begin any moment now. Arsenal will be taking the second half kickoff, and it looks like Eze is going to be the one that's going to pass it. And we are ready to continue now. So the kickoff has begun. It's Eze back to Raya, and Raya's going to send the ball down the field there. It's going to be intercepted nice and easily by Gyökeres, and now with Saka. Saka's holding up. Of course, he's returning from an injury. That's why he was on the bench initially. The now captain for Arsenal, with Odegaard being injured. This is now going to be with Timber marking Doku. Doku's pacing past him. Absolutely whizzes past Timber there. No pace. And there is a foul committed. Yellow card coming out straight away for Urian Timber on Jeremy Doku. So yeah, definitely a yellow card there. 100%. Just basically kills him. Just goes to the legs only. Sort of like the Bernardo Silva tackle before. So that's the second yellow card of this season for Urian Timber. I think he's been all right this game as well. Yellow card is what it is. Doku did breeze past him, so he had to kind of do something there. Doku and Saka dap each other up after chatting for a second. And it's going to be now Vardiol just sending the ball down the field there. Intercepted by Calafiori. And one back by Bernardo Silva. Now to Phil Foden. Matheus Nunes. Bernardo Silva now on the right wing. And Bernardo's just going to hold up the ball. Try and find some space. Giving a crossover to Vardiol. And Vardiol loses the ball. That was a terrible play by Vardiol. It's now Gyökeres trying to pace it up. Passing it over to Saka now. That was a good pass by Gyökeres. Just finding some space. Saka. And Saka is going to just pass over to Eze. It was kind of a bad pass by Saka, but Eze still controlled it. Calafiori. Trossard. Looks like Eze is actually playing the midfield, interestingly. Trossard's still retaining that left wing position. Rice. Now over to Trossard. I did think that Trossard was going to be the one that was going to get subbed off, along with Madueke. I didn't really expect Madueke to come off, but I knew, Saka needs that right wing slot. Madueke, did his job in the first half. So, yeah, not all surprised. But, yeah, I did think Trossard was going to be the other one to be replaced. Most definitely. Trossard sending a deep kick over to Saka now. Saka controlling Doku, marking him. Deep cross coming in. Gyökeres goes for the header just off target. And Zubamendi with a shot just going over the bar. He's so annoyed with himself there that he didn't hit that one on target. You could tell by his reaction. He is annoyed. Unfortunate by Zubamendi there. He definitely knew that one should have been going onto the target there against City. He hasn't actually done much bad things in the game, I should say, Zubamendi. Or at his time since being at Arsenal, he's really been excellent. So, no hate there for that shot. He had to take it quickly, though. There was definitely a rush on it because there was a slide tackle incoming. So it would have been deflected away. If not, Calafiori fouled by Haaland. And Foden. It's going to be a free kick now for Arsenal. And Declan Rice is going to take that one. Just play back to Saliba. Now to Gabriel. I do expect Mosquera to come on, maybe instead of Saliba near the end of this game. I also think that Lewis Skelly should come on instead of Calafiori or Timber, maybe. And Martinelli might come on late to replace Trossard. This is now going to be Timber. Back over to Saliba. A lot of back passing again. Let's just hope that Arsenal don't get stuck in the back passing like the first half. Because, again, it was very slow transition gameplay. It's better when they do fast transitions. I feel like they get City on the off foot. So that's what they need to start doing here. And hopefully Arteta did, speak about this at the halftime. This is now going to be with Declan Rice. Now to Saliba. And now over to Timber. Another back pass. Again, this is very slow gameplays. This is not what you want to see. You need to be getting a win here, so you need 2 quick goals. I mean, it's only early into the second half, but you don't want to start getting stuck into having to be forced to play back passes. You want to get the first goal as early as possible to equalize, and then that second goal needs to come, whenever you can. Trossard crossing it in. It's going to be controlled by Eze. Fires it on the volley, and it's saved by Donnarumma. What a shot by Eze. That's much what they needed in the first half. He should have really been starting Eze. That's why I was surprised when he wasn't. Donnarumma, lucky save there to get that one. I mean, good positioning. That's what City needed. Again, I do think Edison might have conceded such a shot, but Donnarumma isn't with that, good goalkeeper positioning there. Good volley by Eze. You can't really do it any better. Arsenal need to be more decisive and stop playing with the ball so much. Yeah, exactly. They need to start bringing it down the field quickly. It's going to be a throw-in now for City in the right side of the field, or left side of the field, should I say, for them. It's going to be O'Reilly now taking it down to Haaland. I'm surprised O'Reilly hasn't been subbed off yet. And for a fact, I did think he was going to be because he was playing atrociously in terms of throw-ins. I swear he didn't know how to take a throw-in at one point because some of those were very bad. Saliba now over to David Raya. And now he's going to send that long. Because I assumed Kusanov was going to stay on because he was playing really well. His pace was good. He was basically pocketing Trossard at certain points. So yeah, I was kind of wondering why O'Reilly wouldn't be the one to take off there, especially since O'Reilly was being passed by Madueke every single time, basically. Did a couple of crucial tackles, but yeah, most of the time he was being passed on that right wing. Doku now back to Rodri, sending it deep to Ruben Dias. Will I stream the Ballon d'Or ceremony? Yes, the pre-stream is already up, the Ballon d'Or ceremony pre-stream. Now, I can't show the whole ceremony. Of course, that would be copyright, but I can show when they're given the awards. So I will put it up on the screen when they're given the awards so we can see the reaction and stuff. But yeah, I can't just have the whole ceremony cameras running on because that would be, copyright for sure. Zubamendi getting the ball won back there by a bad challenge from Nunez. It's now going to be over to Zubamendi. Again from Trossard. Saka. Saka takes a shot. And it's a Zubamendi bicycle kick. And it is going to be cleared away by City. He just fails the bicycle there. Zubamendi, a good chance to try it, though. That was the correct area to really do so. It was just unlucky he didn't hit that. Calafiori. And Calafiori over to Timber. Now to Saka. Saka has definitely been someone who has definitely seen some light into this game for Arsenal. Same with Eze. Both of them really providing at the moment for the team. Zubimendi has shown up a lot more in the second half too. I didn't really say his name too much in the first half, but in the second half, he has started to appear more and more. Eze now with it. Good pass by Timber. Eze to Saka. And Saka back to Eze. He's going to pass to Calafiori. Through ball. Trying to find Saka. That was good play by Calafiori. Rice. And it's going to be offside, supposedly, there. Arteta is looking worried here because they do need the equaliser soon. Second half stats so far. So Arsenal have 70% possession, 3 shots, 1 on target, and 4 touches in the opponent's box. Man City have 0 in every stat and 30% possession. So they're definitely doing better at the current moment. Arsenal's missing the finishing. Yeah, 100%. The finishing's not there today. It's not the best gameplay as well from Arsenal in terms of transition. Because they're being very slow out of defense, which is not what you need against City. You can't be taking 20 minutes to pass the ball up into the attack. Whereas City are very quick out defense today, which is, good for them. Eze is fouled, and it's going to be a continued play here by the referee. Advantage is going to be played. Zubimendi now over to Saka. And Saka just holding up the ball here. He's going to find a through ball pass to Gyökeres. He's going to go for the run, and it goes straight out. Donnarumma does keep it nice and marked. Gyökeres still needs to start performing, I think. I think he's not been performing too well for Arsenal just yet. I mean, he needs some time to settle in. City playing a bit rough today. Yeah, exactly. I think it's just because of what Arsenal did to them in the previous fixture, at the Etihad. Really, they got completely embarrassed there. I think it was at the Etihad, right? Was there at the Emirates? It was in the previous fixture. They got really embarrassed, the 5-1. It was at the Emirates, so it wasn't at the Etihad, my fault. Yeah. They want revenge. Timber. Now to Zubimendi. Saka. And Saka back to Declan Rice. And Rice now playing it over to Timber, most likely. Yes, that is where the ball goes. Timber now back over to Zubimendi. Rice. Now to Gabriel. Gabriel now to Trossard. Again, probably I would actually try Martinelli coming on soon. I know I was saying that I was kind of hating on him in the previous games. Saying that he's sort of a little bit... He takes too many dribbles. He takes too many... risky chances with low probability of actually succeeding. But yeah, maybe it would be a different switch up from Trossard. I feel he might be more successful today. Trossard gives a cut. Pass in. It's going to be a corner for Arsenal. Good win there by Leandro. Defense by Mateus Nunes. And everyone comes back for the defense of City in terms of the corners. Every single person is back. And here we go. Rice is going to take. Let's see. Corner coming in. Deep. Back post. There's a header. And it's controlled by Timber. It's going to be Trossard taking the shot. That was a bad play by Trossard. Again, don't know what exactly happened there. He really should have passed that one in. Don't know why he's taking the shot from that range. And Haaland's now on a fast break. This is going to be a finish here. Eze, Raya saves, and they almost concede an own goal. They almost concede an own goal there, Arsenal. Eze did have to do the clearance in the end, but I don't know what the other defenders were doing. Why is Eze the one that's at the back when he's an AM? And Gabriel and Saliba taking 20 minutes to run back from the corner. They should be back immediately. Yeah, they're nowhere to be seen, actually. Don't know what Rice is doing either. He was kind of got in the way of the clearance there. He's very lucky that he didn't actually handball the ball. Raya, bad position for the save. He did dive correctly, but it was bad position. Eze maybe shouldn't have cleared that, but, I mean, he's the only one there, so fairs to him. This is City's first corner of the game. Of course, they didn't get one at the end of the first half because the referee called for halftime. Foden's going to take. City only doing attacks on counter. Yeah, exactly. That's what's actually working for them today as well, because Arsenal are not pacey enough to deal with them. They've not got pace anymore, Arsenal. And it's a cross going in. It's deep. Bernardo Silva controls outside the box. He's going to play into Doku. Doku getting ready to skill pass. He's been marked by two. Gabriel and Calafiori clears away. It's going to be another corner here for Manchester City. It was offside. Offside called. He was ready for another corner, but yeah, they did call an offside on Doku. It's going to be quickly played out by Arsenal. Zubimendi. This is the type of quick play you need to see. Instantly played. Lost by Zubimendi. Terrible gameplay there. That was actually a bad play from him. And this is now going to be with Reinders, just passing it back to Nunez. Now to Ruben Dias, now to Vardiol. I don't know what they're doing, Arsenal. They just can't be this sloppy if they want to win the title first, or nevertheless win 3 points here, which is very crucial to them. Pep kicks the ball away from Calafiori to make him take some time to pick it up. Banter there from Pep. Raya. Now to Rice. They just need to bring this up quicker. Rice to Eze. Saka. Saka really is looking very good on this right wing side so far since he's come on. Timber gives the cross. It's going to be a corner now for Arsenal again. Good defense by Vardiol. Let's see that play in by Saka. It was another lovely ball by Saka. Good cross, but it just goes out, unfortunately. And welcome back, Owen. Hope you're doing good. So here we go. When will Arsenal get a corner goal? It's been a while. They've had so far, this is their 7th corner in the game. So yeah, they've had a lot. All corners have been cleared by City pretty easily as well. Donnarumma's, I think, connected to about 5 of them as well. So here we go. Saka getting ready to cross it in. And he's going to send it in deep. Back post. Shot by Trossard. Eze collects. Eze getting ready. Passing over to Trossard. There's a deep cross. Gyökeres missing the position. That was bad positioning from Gyökeres. Maybe it could also be argued as a bad pass by Trossard. Should have really found the man. But again, it was something. What was the heck Gyökeres doing? Yeah, I know. I'm going to blame that on Gyökeres there. Not Trossard. That was bad positioning by him. Terrible striker positioning. Should have been behind the ball, not in front. I don't know what he was doing. Basically, almost offside. Which I don't even know how that's possible. But yeah. Even set pieces not working today for Arsenal. I know the finishes are just not happening. No finishing at all. Saka's like the only one here, and Eze that seem like they can actually finish the, finish a shot. Timber, getting ready. Eze. Eze is going to pass through. Good pass by Eze. Timber giving a cross to back post one, cleared away. It's another corner for Arsenal. Another one. The 9th corner of the game. We should have a corner counter on the screen. 9th corner. They have to hit one of these. There's no way they take 9 corners without hitting. Here we go. It's another back post run. Saliba just telling Gyökeres something here for the positioning. And Rice getting ready to send it in. Held up one hand. Rice. It's into the mix. Eze controls. He tries to get it, but Foden clears. Again, another failed corner. That was not a great corner either. And now it's sent long by Raya to absolutely no one. Terrible gameplay from David Raya. Don't know what he's doing there. That was bad. Let's see that missed shot there by Gyökeres. He should have been positioning way better. Yeah, that was insanely bad positioning. The fact that Haaland's the one that clears it as well. Haaland's in the striker position, but Gyökeres isn't to receive. Mateus Nunes. Now with it, he's going to take the throw in. And Nunes throws it deep. Haaland shoulders it. Zubimendi wins it. Calafiori now with the header. Good control by Rice. Now to Trossard and sending it all the way back to David Raya. Raya now over to Saliba. And Saliba is going to just pass back to Timber. Yoko won't be like Mbappe. Even if he gets used to the PL, he will still play bad. And he looks a bit unfit. Yeah, I don't know why Gyökeres looks like he's bulked up way too much. I think he needs to be fast. I think much more faster for this style that Arsenal's playing. They've not really played it around. What's happened here, right, is that they've bought a striker, but they haven't played the game around the striker. I actually think that Gyökeres would have fit better in Liverpool, and Isak would have fit better in Arsenal. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like Isak would be better inside of Arsenal system, and Gyökeres would be better inside Liverpool system, because Liverpool would play where the striker doesn't really need to move fast enough, that he can try and position up the field and stuff, receive crosses in by Salah and Gakpo and Wirtz and all those kinds of things. Whereas Arsenal relying on a line-breaking striker like Isak, I feel like is very pacey. He could do such a job. Definitely he's very lean as well, so he could, slip past the defense, I feel like, much more easily than Gyökeres, who's very, very bulky. You don't know if he's been eating a couple of triple cheeseburgers over the holidays or whatever. But yeah, something's happened. He definitely doesn't look the same as he did when he was in Sporting. He looked much more thin then. Maybe it's the nutritionist been telling him to bulk up, but I don't get that process. Free kick for Arsenal. Rice sends it in. It's a touch by Gyökeres. He's still got it in the box, but it's cleared away. Zubimendi now. Now it's going to be with Trossard. Trossard now over to Saliba. Saliba to Rice. Rice back to Saliba. Now Zubimendi. And Zubimendi now playing it over to Saliba again. Rice again. Now over to Timber. Rice. Saliba. Calafiori. I do expect another substitution to occur soon for Arsenal, probably at the 68th minute. Around then, I would assume it would probably be Nwaneri coming on, maybe, or Martinelli, someone to replace Trossard. Eze, line break to Calafiori, now back to Eze. Trossard. Trossard definitely needs a switch up there, though. Cleared away by Ruben Dias, now to Eze. And yes, I love how Lurax, you say my exact greeting. Hi, Lurax, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing good. And thank you, W-Kit, yeah, exactly. This Inter kit is looking fire. It was last season's one. Definitely a must-buy if you want a fashionable football kit. Inter's one is clean. Very clean. It's now going to be Vardiol. Just passing over to Doku. Good one touch there by Doku to Reinders. And Reinders finding a line-breaking pass. Gabriel intercepts. And it's going to be Saka keeping the ball in. Reinders then passes back to O'Reilly. Saka pressures, Timber pressures, and it's going to be Saka now with the ball. Referee plays on. Possible foul on Doku, but they're going to ignore it. You can already see those AI YouTube shorts coming in, which they would say Arsenal got many set pieces, but City owned them. Yeah, it's definitely not like that, because if we look at the current half, I mean, City haven't been good this half. I'll say that. They've been good on defense, but this half they haven't, attacked really. City haven't really owned anything, really. They've got one goal from a fast breakaway, but that's because Arsenal have no pace, and the finishing from Arsenal is atrocious today. It's very atrocious. I did expect, them coming into this game to be aggressive, to want to win, I feel like this rivalry that's developing between City and Arsenal over the past couple of years really should have incited that sort of anger from them, but I guess not. It's only really one-sided here, where I think City are much more incited to win this game, but again, not that great either from them. But both teams, I don't think a draw would be settled for both of these teams. They need a 3-point win here, either one of them. Trossard. Passing, it's a terrible pass from Trossard there. Eze intercepts, Trossard going for the tackle, and cleared away by Mateus Nunes. Calafiori going for the defense, and it's going to be a throw-in now for City. Make sure to smash like, guys, if you haven't already, because there's a new sub coming on. It's going to be Ake coming on Probably replacing Ruben Dias. I would assume there's also a yellow card coming out here for one of the players. Looks like Calafiore might be getting a yellow card. No, it's not. Who's getting a yellow card here? I don't know. Pep got a yellow card. Okay. Pep got a yellow card. Don't know what he got a yellow card for, but he did get one. Phil Foden's coming off here. Ake's coming on. So City are basically playing park the bus now. They're playing defensive. They're just defending the whole game. It's going to be, I think, interesting. I didn't really think of Pep to be the type to play park the bus football, you know, on a 1-0 lead against Arsenal, but I guess maybe that's what he feels the need to do now because Arsenal are sort of advancing in terms of getting closer to a goal. They haven't got one, but they're getting closer. Calafiore. Rice. They're playing a back line of 5, City. And then there's also Rodri dropping back to make it 6. Which is absolutely insane, by the way. 6 at the back. It's going to be Rice playing it over to Trossard. Trossard skills pass. Matheus Nunes got absolute scent. Trossard still with it. He's going to pass in now to Rice there. Bad touch by Declan. Haaland does come in to defend that. Haaland's pace always showing. Doku now, it's a 4v1. I mean, Doku should be defended there, but it's going to be a free kick for City. Oh, Vardiol got a yellow. Oh, Vardiol, or was it Pep that got a yellow? I thought it was Pep. They're just showing here Doku's little turn skill there. That's the foul by Timber. Initially, possibly could have been a foul. I don't think it was. Doku really just dove there, I think. I think Pep got a yellow there for swearing. I think that's what he got it for. Timber gets sent by by O'Reilly, should I say. I keep calling him O'Reilly Oscar Bob for a second. They do look very similar. Kinda. They look kind of similar. Vardiol. And some pressure from Saka. Saka trying to win the ball back off of Vardiol there. And Timber wins it off. It's now going to be Gyökeres. Good hold-up play by Gyökeres there on Ake. He still has the ball there. Gyökeres, he's been marked by 2. He's still playing it on, but it's going to be a throw-in now for City somehow. The ball must have went out. Arteta just getting some advice from the assistant manager here. It's going to be Saliba just cleaning up Haaland's possible chase. Ray is just going to send that down the field. And it's going to be cleared away by Ruben Dias. Now with Zubimendi. And Zubimendi just playing it back to Vardiol. And Vardiol now to Reinders. One touch from Rodri. Reinders, Vardiol. Reinders, Vardiol again. Doku. Reinders. And now Doku. Now back to Vardiol. Rodri. This is where City start doing the passing. It's going to be a free kick here for City. Foul by Saka on Rodri. Only 20 minutes left for Arsenal to get a goal. Or should I say 2 goals, because that's what they need. Most likely, though, they're going to have to try and aim for 1 goal here. And get a draw at this fixture. Not what they want, though, the home fixture to be a draw or a loss. It definitely would have been more better for them to get a win in this situation. Donnarumma just clearing the ball deep. Absolute insane foul by Haaland on Saliba there. Literally just sends him to the floor by just tugging his arm straight over there. Haaland doesn't take these Arsenal defenders at all kindly. Now Timber to Saka. Saka playing it into Zubimendi. And Zubimendi now back over to Calafiore. And Calafiore trying to find some space to Eze. Eze now to Saka. Saka back to Eze. Eze gets past one, passes to Saka. It's a one-touch back over to Timber. I think it was trying to find Eze originally, but found Timber instead. Eze now has it, though. And deep cross over to Trossard, intercepted by Matheus Nunes. And Rice wins it back. Calafiore touch, and it's going to be a foul on City. Foul by Calafiore on Bernardo Silva there. Let's have a look at the foul again. So Rice heads his away. Yeah, definitely a foul by Calafiori. No ball touch. Just goes and studs up in the leg there on Bernardo Silva. Pep's asking Bernardo if he needs a sub. I don't think Bernardo's going to be subbed, though. And Ruben Dias clears the ball down the field. Trying to find Haaland. Haaland headers it. Calafiori clears it away. You don't know why Arteta is not subbing off Gyökeres. He's just literally standing there. I know. Gyökeres is literally just like currently on the field as a stick. Which is not great. Also, I don't know why they're not subbing off Saliba, because I feel like Saliba's been very average this game. Again, he's been okay. I would try Mosquera. What I would do is sub off Gyökeres and bring on Christian Nørgaard. And then what I'll do, Gyökeres might have a chance here, though. It does get cleared out there for a corner. All of the City players are faster than Gyökeres, though. That's the problem. He's got no pace at all, which is unfortunate to him. I mean, this game doesn't really suit him. But what I'd be doing is bringing on Nørgaard for Gyökeres. I would be playing Eze as a striker and then play Nørgaard in the midfield. And then see how that goes. Or maybe even play Trossard as the striker and Eze as the left wing. Nah, you hate Gyökeres. Oh, you hate Gyökeres. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. You know, I don't hate him. I think he's great. But, you know, I'd personally sub him off as well. I'd agree with you there. Bring on a midfielder. And then play Trossard striker as a left wing. Because they need more midfield, I think, here to bring the ball up as quick as possible in transition. Rice sending it in. City are basically playing park the bus, though. That's the problem. That is the problem. Bringing on attackers is the play they need to do here, because, you know, with City playing 7 at the back now, it's a measure they need to take here, Arsenal. And there is a possible foul there, maybe on Trossard, I think that is, or Gyökeres. Someone's on the ground. I think it was Trossard. The ball's absolutely scrambling, and Doku does end up with it. He just passes back here into the defense with Bernardo Silva. Reinders. And the ball goes straight out. Throw him for Arsenal. Quick throw by Timber. Cleared out. It's going to be another throw in for Arsenal. Quickly thrown to Zubimendi. And now to Eze. Now it's going to be with Rice. Trossard. Rice again. Now back to Trossard. Calafiori's open inside the middle as well. Trossard just getting a little bit of a shove there from Bernardo. He's going to play over to Zubimendi. Now over to Timber. Saka. Saka sending the cross in. Header. And it's just missed by Calafiori. Very close. That was probably the closest chance Arsenal have yet to a goal there by Calafiori. I mean, the Madueke chance in the first half was also probably as well up there as a close chance. But yeah, good header by Calafiori, just above the bar, unfortunately. Substitution by City, and it's going to be number 14, Nico Gonzalez, coming on there for Erling Haaland. So again, another sub of an attacker coming on for a midfield/defender. So yeah, definitely Pep is playing part of the bus now. He is playing part of the bus. It's very evident. And what do I think the problem is with Arsenal except Gyökeres? The problem is, I think Arteta. I think Arteta doesn't know how to play a striker properly. I don't think he knows how to play a system where the players can cross the ball into a striker, which he's trying to do. I think they're trying to do that, but I mean, they were actually playing better last season when they didn't have a striker now, which is actually insane. That when Mourinho was playing as the striker, they were actually doing way better. So I don't know. They need to sort something out, the behind scenes there. Arteta needs to maybe switch up the strategy, maybe play Gyökeres different than what he is currently playing, because he's not working out at the moment. And, you know, it's not just him at fault. That's why I'm saying excluding Gyökeres, what's the problem? And I do think it's just the strategy that they have at hand. It's not a good strat to play a lot of passes at the back in a game like this where you need quick line breaks. You need to be playing the ball up the field fast like you did last season. I mean, that's what they really should be learning from, like last season. Pep Pep's back line has got 5 players in it, and then he's got another 4 players in rotationary DM. So he's got a back line of essentially 9, which is crazy. Then only forwards are Doku and Reinders, I think, are the only forwards, to be honest. Timber, now to Saliba. They're taking too long here, Arsenal, in the transition again, though. Just a lot of long, slow passes from the 2 centre-backs. They need to play quicker. Eze, Zubimendi. Now over to Calafiori. Calafiori back over to Gabriel. See, the Saliba, I think, is actually a problem here. He takes too long to decide what to do with the ball. I think maybe bringing on Mosquera might give a little bit more options from a ball-playing defender. Calafiori now over to Trossard. Again as well, Martinelli maybe coming on soon, I would assume. Saka coming into the attack, and that is going to be another corner for Arsenal, it looks like. Good defense from Bernardo Silva. Though maybe it might be a goal kick here as well. And yeah, it looks like that Arsenal are going to do a substitution in a second. The board is getting ready. And it's going to be a goal kick, so Saka did kick it out. Donnarumma is going to take the goal kick. Just sends it down the field there. Calafiori gets the header off. And it's going to be Eze. Now to Zubimendi. Good dud by Rice before as well. Saliba. I don't know why they passed back there to Saliba. That was not the right call there. Saliba still with it. Passing over to Eze. Martinelli is going to be coming on. So it looks like that Trossard will come off in a second. And Eze playing it over now to Timber. Saka. Saka getting ready to try and find a way in. Passing back to Eze. What I would do maybe even is bring off Timber and bring on Martinelli and keep Trossard on. It's going to be a corner for Arsenal as well there. Matheus Nunes clearing the ball out. That's what I'd probably do. So yeah, Martinelli is about to come on here. And they're holding up the substitution board. So it's going to be number 12, Timber, coming off a absolute genius or something here. Predicted the sub. Timber coming off for Martinelli. I mean, it makes some sense. You know they need as many attackers on as possible. Timber's not really contributing to the defense too much. So just bring on a winger. Bring on someone who scored last game. If Martinelli scores again, prime R9 incoming. Otherwise, he's going back to the dud he was before. And deep cross by Rice. And the ball is cleared off the line there. Saved by Donnarumma. It was almost an Olympiaco by Rice, actually. Zubimendi collecting. And cleared away by Rodri. Saka now with it. And you're back again. Welcome back, Alexa. Still the same scoreline, 1-0. Still with that Haaland goal in the 8th minute. That was about, you know, times 10 minutes ago. You know, times 10. So 72 minutes ago. Jeez. Rice. Now we're at Calafiori. And Calafiori, to absolutely no one, just sends it to space. What the heck is he doing? I think Calafiori's kind of throwing. Is the match now boring? It's not boring per se. It's just the fact that it's boring when Arsenal are rotating in defense because there's no quick passes out. They need to start speeding up the pace here. I don't know why they're taking so long. Don't know why that sub took so long as well to bring on Martinelli. I think it was kind of a pretty, you know, knowledgeable sub that I really thought they were going to do earlier than they did. Trossard's playing striker now as well with Gyökeres. Eze is pressuring Bernardo Silva. Through ball there. It's now going to be Reinders out on the attack. Doku now with it. Now the problem is that if the City do score when Arsenal, you know, they don't have a forward, that is really insane if they do. Besides Doku. They've literally got one forward on the field. So if they score like that, then that's going to be embarrassing. Don't know what will Arsenal do with this much possession. I know exactly. Don't know why they're taking so long. Gyökeres running in. He gets the tackle off on Donnarumma. He picked up the pace there. Donnarumma sleeping or something. That's his, 2 years ago self coming back in there for Donnarumma. Don't know what he was doing. It's like fell asleep in the middle of the field. Free kick to Arsenal as well. Dive by O'Reilly. It's going to be a play by Zubimendi. O'Reilly's wasting time here. And Owen started talking about cheese again. Nah. So that was good by Gyökeres there. Good pace. Saw the goalkeeper was sleeping with it, so he ran after it. Just unlucky he didn't get there a fraction of a second earlier. Literally about 1 second earlier he would need. Yeah, O'Reilly absolutely dove. By the way, yeah, complete dive by O'Reilly. Not a single touch there on him. Same with whoever else was near him. I think Nico Gonzalez, complete dive. And hi, Sands, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. So yeah, this is time wasting now by City. And just checking up on O'Reilly. I do think possibly that O'Reilly might be subbed off here. Nwaneri's coming on, so they're subbing on another attacker here, Arsenal. I do assume that Nwaneri will probably come on for Rice. Or Calafiori. No, Calafiori will come on for. They're going to sub off the wing-backs. So here we go. Nwaneri's coming on. And it looks like that Ricardo Calafiori is going to be coming off. Most likely. That's my prediction. Trossard's the one who comes off, not Calafiori's. Okay, so Trossard's off. Surprised at that. So yeah, Nwaneri's on, Trossard's off. I would have thought they would keep Trossard on so, they can continue attacking pressure, but I guess they're going to play Calafiori still. And they're just having a little chat here with John Stones. City, they are going to sub on another defender, which is insane. They're going to be subbing off O'Reilly, it looks like, in a second for Stones. And Raya is going to take the free kick here. He's going to send it in deep. Here we go. They're running out of time here, Arsenal. They have about 7-8 minutes left in total, including extra time. Calafiori. Now to Rice. Doku, the only forward on the field. Rice, now over to Saka. Saka sends the cross in. It's a whipped cross. Goes out. It's going to be a throw-in now for Arsenal. And Rice is going to take the throw. He's going to throw it into the box. Bad idea. Very bad idea. Rice did not throw it into the box before far enough. I don't think he's going to do it again. If he does, fair play, but, I don't know. And read your comments. The one where Owen's in a trance, so don't disturb his creativity. Well, I'm not going to ask other people what grade they're in at school, Alexa, as a comment, you can ask in the chat, but I'm not going to really ask the question for you. Yeah. Doku. Good tackle by Zubimendi. It's going to be a free kick for Man City. They managed to get a free kick there, Man City, it looks like. Zubimendi is surprised that they actually got one there. There is a substitution, though, that the referee has not noticed just yet. He is just going to call it now, and it looks like it's going to be possibly O'Reilly coming off. I think that's where this is going. Let's have a look. So it's Ruben Diaz coming off, I think, or it's, who is it? Number 33, O'Reilly. So it's O'Reilly coming off, and it's for John Stones coming on. Made sense there. He's taking his time, O'Reilly, to walk off there. Obviously, a little bit of time wasting. Arsenal need to pick up the pace now, and Stones is now entering the field. Been a while since I've seen John. Has been a while. Haven't seen his gameplay in just a tad bit. Doku's also coming off, and they're bringing on Savinho. So one attacker leaves, and the only other attacker is coming on. So Pep playing one at the front and the rest at the back. So it's going to be a back 9 with a 1 attacker and 1 goalkeeper. This is now a ball with Martinelli. And Martinelli skills past Mateus Nunes, but it's lost immediately. Bernardo Silva now finding a through ball to Savinho. And Savinho trying to play it forward. And it's going to be a clearance out by Gabriel. Throw in for City. And did I read your comments? Yes, I did read them, Alexa. But as I said, questions that you have for other people in the chat, I'm not going to read, okay? I'll let you ask them in the chat. But I read your one where it's Owen's in a trance. Schizophrenic trance there. But yeah, if you have any other questions for people in the chat, I mean, I'm not controlling them. So you guys go ask each other, not me. But yeah, if you got questions for me or comments for me, I'll read them away. It's going to be Rice. Now over to Saliba. Now it's going to be with Nwaneri. Rice. About 2 minutes of regular time left. What do I rate the movie? 10 out of 10. Oh, an absolute cinematic masterpiece right there. It's Rice. Eze. Saliba. Now over to Saka. Saka playing it back to Gabriel. Rice. Now over to Martinelli. I've been very serious in the matches these days. Well, I have. I know. I guess I'm just locked into the match. You know, waiting to see the... I see, didn't switch on. Waiting to see the results. By all these players, and now Arsenal scoring is worse. I know. I don't actually understand how they're actually playing worse than what they were doing before. Which doesn't really make sense when now they have a striker, they have an attacker, they have better wingers, whereas last season they didn't. I do think Arteta's time is going to be up in a second here. I think his time's up. And yeah, it's going to be now Gabriel passing to Calafiori, controlled by Eze. There's about probably going to be 5 minutes additional time here, I'd say. A lot of stoppages in this one. Quick play by Zubamendi. He's going to pass it over to Timber. Timber, deep cross, trying to find Saka, who's now a left winger. And it's going to be a corner for Arsenal. Referee gives goal kick. Oh, offside. He gave offside there. The problem is Arteta. Yeah, the problem's Arteta, I think. I don't think he's using players correctly. Donnarumma's going to take the goal kick. Here we go. Or offside kick, should I say. Just sends it deep. And it's going to be 7 minutes of additional time. Arsenal are lucky. There's so much. And that's a breakaway run for Martinelli. Unlucky to not reach that. That was good defense from Vardiol. Arteta actually grabs the ball for the throw in there. And he's out of his area by so much. He's actually almost taken the throw in himself. What is he doing? Get back in the zone, Arteta. He's going to get a yellow card. It's going to be Saliba. Now over to Rice. He's basically entering the field there, Arteta. And it's a deep cross going in. Gyökeres trying to go for the header. It's going to be cleared out. It's a corner again. This is now corner number... Let's see. Corner 11. Corner number 11. They need a draw here now, Arsenal. They can't go for a loss if they want to win the title. A draw now is absolutely essential. They need a draw here, and then they need a win against Liverpool next time out when they verse Liverpool. And then they need to just win basically every other game in the Prem. Because if they keep doing games like this, then they're not going to get the title at all. Deep cross by Rice. It goes to absolutely no one. That was terrible. It's now going to be Saka. And Saka passing it now over to Nwaneri. Nwaneri passing it now to Declan Rice. And Rice now to Nwaneri. It's going to cross it in. That was a good cross by Nwaneri. It's going to be cleared away, though. Reinders now with it. Pressure from Gabriel to Mark. Reinders finds the pass over, and it's now going to be with Bernardo Silva on the transition. And now it's going to be now playing upfield here. Reinders with the ball. Reinders, good tackle by Rice there to deny him. And then a second tackle by Calafiore. It's going to be played on by Arsenal here as advantage. It's now Saka. Saka to Calafiore, to Eze. Arteta is stressed they might see him sacked because of this loss. Yeah, they might get sacked. And it's a goal for Arsenal. It's a goal. And it's Martinelli, R9 Prime, comes back again. What is this guy? Is Martinelli okay? What the heck? What is... Martinelli. Their worst player again. Literally. He's R9. He's actually R9. Martinelli is Ronaldinho and R9 combined together. Literally combined together. Jeez. 92nd minute. 90 plus 2. That is an assist as well. Let's have a look at that again. I didn't even see it. So it was Eze. Finds the through ball. It's onside there by... I don't even know who's running up there. It was Martinelli. It was assist by Eze. So it was literally Martinelli the whole time. I thought he got an additional pass. No. Eze assist. What a ball by Eze. Jeez, that was good. He was last year bad, not before that. Yeah, last year is bad. I thought he would continue bad form into this year, but I guess not. I guess he's turned into Prime R9 now and Ronaldinho. Literally subbed on about what? When did Martinelli come on? He came on at the 80th minute. He scored 12 minutes later. Everyone else couldn't score in the game before that. He is him. He is him. He might actually start over Gyökeres soon. Until Gyökeres needs to start, you know, picking up the pace as a striker. The problem is, Martinelli would... I felt like he might have scored. That's why I was saying to bring it on a bit earlier. Not to, you know, joke in my hate on him. Which I don't. I was joking about that because of his form. But I feel like he might have been able to break the line because he's fast. And that's something Gyökeres doesn't have. Which is unfortunate because, you know, Arteta's system only works with fast players up front, I think. Because, unfortunately... Again, as I said, Arteta doesn't know how to play a traditional poacher striker, so he doesn't use Gyökeres properly. So, yeah, there's that. But Martinelli, he can use properly. So, that's 100% why I feel like, again, maybe they should have really bought Isak or Sesko, I think, Arsenal, rather than a slow, bulky striker like Gyökeres. I feel like Gyökeres is more similar to the type of Lukaku, where they sort of play very high up, very big, guys, very bulky guys. They can score absolute bangers, but they don't really pace abuse up the field like, you know, the more slick, quick strikers. Good goal by Martinelli, though, is brilliant. Bernardo Silva being with the ball now. And it's going to be a free kick now for Man City. Foul by Calafiore on Bernardo Silva there. Just going to show this goal again. What a run by Martinelli there. He finds his pace. He just chips it straight over Donnarumma. There's no saving it, and it's 100% a goal. Such a good goal. Arteta looks happy because, I mean, your job was on the line. My guy, you are getting close to your job being on the line in some of these games. This is now going to be Reinders taking the free kick here. Now, the problem with City is that they don't have an attacker. I mean, it could be a problem for Arsenal, too, if they score. I mean, they score without an attacker, but Sydney now don't have a single attacker on the field for the remaining 3 minutes. So, if Arsenal can abuse that with that quick line breaking, then, you know, because City is going to try and play attacking, I think, now, rather than defending. Gyökeres, good strength. That is good. Passing over to Martinelli. Now, that's what Gyökeres does best, which is the strength. See, Martinelli shoved off the ball immediately. You can see the difference between both of them there in one sort of picture, where Gyökeres all strength and brute force, absolute shoves. I don't even know who it was. He shoved one of the defenders off the ball like it was nothing. But yeah, Martinelli immediately just pushed off when he's trying to run onto the ball there. It's now going to be Eze. About 30 seconds left, 40 seconds left for Arsenal. Ball given away by Eze. They tried to do a quick line break again to Saka this time. Possible foul, and there is a foul. It's going to be a foul on Matheus Nunes by Saka. It's played on quickly by City there. Not wasting time anymore. Any favourites? What do you mean, like, any favorites for out of these players? Because personally, I really like Saka, really like Eze. I think they're great. In terms of City's players as well, I think Haaland's pretty likable. You know, a lot of these guys are... any favorite clubs? I don't really have a favorite in the Prem. I just watch the Prem games, you know. Mosquera's coming on, last-minute substitution. He's on for about 10 seconds here, Mosquera. Max, not more than 10 seconds or a minute. This game's going to end in a very second. So, yeah, it looks like Zubamendi's coming off as well. So, Zubamendi off, Mosquera coming on. Don't know why we're doing a 10-second sub later. Arteta, what are you doing? You know, he's going to be ending his game in a second. So, yeah, Mosquera on for the remaining, 20 seconds of this match. It's going to be a free kick. Reinders is going to take. I think they're just trying to secure the 1 point here, Arsenal. And it's a deep cross headed away by Saliba. Some pressure from Eze. Pass back there. And it's now Bernardo Silva passing back to Gianluigi Donnarumma. It's probably going to be about a minute left by the referee. He's probably going to play 1 more minute. And it's going to be Raya. He's probably going to drop this ball down as quick as possible and try and play it forward. And you got the same as me, Lorax. Yeah, I just like to enjoy the Prem, you know. Just enjoy it. Gyökeres running on. And Ake with it. Passing it over. No one finds the ball. It's now going to be found quickly there by Rodri. It's going to be a free kick. And now it's going to be a Man City defensive free kick. I think it's going to be full-time in a second as well. Again, ready to see the full-time manager handshake. The cameras. The referee should play it. Once this kick's taken, I think it's done. So, full-time 1-1. I guess it's sort of plus 1 points to both teams. That's much worse scenario, I think, for City. And I'll say that now. I did say it's bad for both of them. It's worse for City. But City now are stuck in 9th with 7 points. And they're tied equally with Man United on 7 points. And Leeds and Everton. So, there's that. And they've all played the same amount of games now as well for match week 5. There we go. Full-time. Late drama there with Martinelli. Early goal by Haaland. He got his goal, Haaland. He's got his revenge goal. Martinelli got the equaliser for Arsenal. And there was that. A little bit bad gameplay from Arsenal in this one with the finishing. Martinelli hugs up Gianluigi Donnarumma. And yeah, that was honestly a good match overall in terms of attack and defend. I mean, it's if you want to watch football, you watch that sort of stuff. Haaland and Rice talking up at the end of this match here as well. Haaland hugging him, I don't know why. A lot more friendly vibes after the end of this fixture compared to the last. I think it's because both aren't really title challenging currently. I mean, Liverpool have to lose a match before that can happen. That is for sure. And Liverpool will surely win the league. I mean, based on current form, it does seem like it. I mean, Arsenal have got another hard match. Newcastle is their next one, and it's away. Crystal Palace are Liverpool's next opponents. So, yeah, Liverpool do need to lose a game before, you know, we can start considering title pushes. At the moment, 15 points in first, 10 points for Arsenal in second, tied up with Tottenham and Bournemouth, and then City all the way down at 9th, tied up with Everton, Man United, and Leeds. Thank you so much, guys. Hope you have a nice rest of your day. That was the only stream today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much once again. Goodbye, guys. W's in the chat. Let's go.